I have 3 breakfast meals that I normally rotate around, and this is the first one. I normally eat 2 cups of Cheerios, a cup of skim milk. I have a banana every morning, and I usually refill this 2 cups of coffee at least once. Another breakfast choice is a half a cup of old-fashioned oats and a cup of water microwave for 90 seconds with a tablespoon of Country Crock light margarine. And I grew up eating my oatmeal more savory versus sweet, so I put a few dashes of salt in mine, a banana, and a couple cups of coffee. And last is a breakfast that I normally eat about 5 mornings out of 7, and it's just a lot more filling if I'm on the go and I won't get home till the afternoon time for lunch or something, because it just tends to hold me a little better. I will saute a handful of these onions and peppers in some of the butter flavored spray, and then I will chop up about 5 slices of this little deli ham, and it's 60 calories. Or I will microwave me 2 slices of this bacon. It is 80 calories for 2 slices, and so it almost kind of makes an omelet. And I have a banana, and then I just recently switched to the Sara Lee white bread. I have bought that thin diet bread for so long that I forgot what good bread tastes like. And so, but at the end of the day, the extra 50 to 70 calories for an extra slice of bread is, to me, it's worth having this better bread. It just tastes so much better than the Healthy Life bread, and it's just been a real treat, and I don't feel deprived at all. And so I've just really enjoyed the Sara Lee bread that I buy at Costco, and always my coffee and banana. So that is my typical breakfast meals. All right, some typical lunches I have are that I eat about 3 of these frozen meals a week. I don't eat them every day because you can easily get burnt out on them, and the sodium is just too high. I mainly buy them for convenience purposes and portion control, but I will put a side salad with it. I just recently have been using this Marie Callender's light ranch. It's a really good ranch if you're looking for something, and I usually pick mine up at Big Lots. Sometimes I'll add a piece of fruit or a granola bar to it, or I will add a cup of yogurt or a pudding cup or some canned fruit, whatever it takes to bring up the meal to 400 calories. That's usually my goal, is to stay around 400 calories per meal. I always keep some canned soup in the pantry. Not a big fan of canned soup, but it is good to have for an emergency. And I will add a salad or fruit or a pudding cup or something, even a sandwich with it, just to bring it up to 400 calories. And another typical lunch that I enjoy are these pouches of Star-Kissed tuna. They come in all different flavors. This happens to be the hickory smoked flavor, and they come in lemon pepper. They come in spicy. My store normally sells them for about $1.69, and they will put them on sale for 10 for $1, and that's when I'll pick up several when they're $1 a pouch. But they are 19 grams of protein, which packs a real punch to your appetite, and for not a whole lot of calories, it really curbs my appetite. And I always pick up the low-fat saltines, and I'll eat like 5 crackers equals a slice of bread, and so I usually eat about 10 crackers, so that equals to be about 2 slices of bread. So those are some typical lunches I have, and for dinner time, I normally cook for my husband, and so these are strictly my lunch ideas. Okay, now I want to share with you some of my favorite snacks that I have during the day. I usually give myself 2 150-calorie snacks a day, one around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then one at bedtime. And so I do pick up these. I try to keep these in the fridge, these little Healthy Choice frozen Greek yogurts. These aren't bad at all. I really like them for 100 calories. I do try to keep one of these in the freezer all the time. This is the Yoplait Whips. They come in lots of different flavors. This is about 150 calories, and you freeze it, and it's a lot more than these little cups. But it is more calories, but these freeze really well, and it's just a really good treat. And during the summer, I get this key lime pie that's really good. I always keep these 90-calorie granola bars on hand. This is really will curb a chocolate craving. Sometimes this is what I call dessert when I'm eating for 90 calories, and I always keep these on hand to eat with a meal, or just as a snack, or just if I just got to have something to chew on. I always keep canned fruit here because I normally keep fresh fruit, but sometimes it's just hard to keep it all the time. So I always keep mandarin oranges and some light fruit cocktail, just something I can eat a half a cup and I can call that dessert or whatever. I usually try to keep some kind of low-fat chips or crackers on hand at all times. I love these Snap Pea Crisp. These are really good if you've never tried these. I don't eat these a whole lot because you don't get a whole lot of you get like 22 for 130 calories. So I don't eat these a lot, but I usually always have something like this on hand. Just about every night, I would say 6 out of 7 nights a week, I make air pop popcorn. I just take a brown lunch sack, 1/4 of a cup of popcorn, and you've got to have just the old-fashioned kernels. Microwave it for 2 minutes, and you've got a bag of air pop popcorn. And then I use the spray butter to so the salt will stick on it. I eat that just about every single night. Another typical snack that sometimes I'll throw in my purse is a cheese stick and a piece of fruit. And I have been known to eat these yogurt tubes. These are only 60 calories, but I just try to keep snacks available because if you don't have the food here, that's when you start looking for something else. Okay, here are some dinner ideas. We normally have a big salad at least a couple nights a week. Now these 3 things in the back, that's usually what I add to jazz up my husband's salad. I don't typically add these to my salad. He loves the craisins, the salad accents with some of the candied walnuts and things, and he loves those cheese and garlic croutons. And I do pick up some different cheeses like some feta cheese or some low-fat blue cheese. We like to have some different salads, but I don't normally add those extra calories to mine. But I do always add, about a handful of this cheese to mine, which makes it a little more decadent. I do buy some vegetarian products sometimes. These spicy black bean burgers from the Morning Star brand are really good. If you're just want something a little different, I'll just make these just like hamburgers, and I will pan fry them in the skillet. They don't really fry, but you just kind of heat them up really well and then dress them out with all your hamburger toppings. And these just really make for a good alternative to a hamburger, and they're a lot lower in calories, like 110 calories for 1 patty. And I do buy these quite frequently when they go on sale, these Morning Star grillers crumbles. They make great taco salads. I've made chili, and it's just a lot lower in calories for these vegetarian products. I do tend to pick up ground turkey. We eat ground turkey at least once every other week. I'll make a turkey meatloaf. We've learned to like it. Not a big fan, but we've learned to like it with enough spices and Worcestershire and everything else you have to add to it to give it some taste. And we always buy our ground chuck and our pork loin chops at Costco. And so they have the excellent lean ground chuck at Costco, and their pork chops are always really good and lean. Now, as far as sides, I tend to always have a vegetable every night. I will steam broccoli, or I will roast some broccoli, some Brussels sprouts with olive oil and garlic, or sometimes I'll just stir fry some vegetables with some garlic. I've picked these up before. These taste pretty good. This is a great just 2-person amount. The roasted red peppers and vegetables, those are really good. Sometimes I will just use my spaghetti and spiral out some zucchini and saute it with minced garlic. And sometimes we will have the brown rice, which my husband's not a big fan of. But those are some of our typical dinner ideas that get us through day to day.